Right away go across to Deepak now. Deepak, as far as the current situation is, of course, over 100 lives that has been lost. But how is the situation looking as of now, 24 hours post the tragedy?
Well, as we speak, of course, we are looking at multiple, personnel from, rescue teams to ambulances which keep coming in. Now, we've been stopped, of course, about 2 to 3 kilometers from the place where the rescue is on because of the sheer number of vehicles, including, of course, ambulances, and especially when they they move from the rescue sites towards the main towns to ensure that they can move them to hospitals or relief camps. They want a clear, movement of vehicles, and that's the reason they've blocked off, most of the vehicles coming in other than the emergency services at this point in time. There are personnel from, the fire department, the police department. There is also, of course, on the site, army along with the SDRF, NDRF, who are all working. As we speak, you can see more ambulances coming in, and these will have people who are injured. These will have, of course, people who have lost their lives, but it is a consistent process of ambulances moving in. Now you're looking at another vehicle which is bringing in emergency food supplies. Now, this is primarily for people who are working on site, and some more people who are bringing in ropes here who've just been, brought in. We should note that makeshift bridges and zip lines, of course, we just saw that was created, and now more people bringing in equipment to help in any way possible. Because on one hand, of course, we are looking at one level of operations that have concluded. Now, on the other, there are still people who are trapped in the debris. There are still a lot of people, who need help, who are stuck. So reaching out to them would be essential. And now the rescue operation will, take a place a little away from the primary spot which we saw yesterday. They will try to go deeper into the villages to try and rescue as many people as they can.
Right. As far as the rescue operations and the teams that have been posted on ground, any update from their end, the kind of challenges that they had to face? Because overnight, of course, there not being any electricity, trees being uprooted would have been a major challenge that may have hindered the rescue operations, Deepak.
Well, for sure, because, the water levels, there was a concern that it would rise, which would pose a threat eventually to the, agencies that are involved. Here you can see another vehicle. This is from the fire service department. It was the fire department of the Kerala police that yesterday used two massive, ladders, put it together and then made it as a makeshift bridge for people who could, start to walk. They used that to shift them to safety very quickly. Through that means, of course, at least about 300 to 400 people were shifted. Now I'm just about 100 meters from the rescue site. In just a moment, of course, I'll be bringing you live pictures of what's happening at the site in itself. Yesterday at about 11, they had to call off the rescue operations, primarily because there was a concern that if there was more rainfall that was coming, then the people who are on the ground working at the relief site, they would be at risk. And that's the reason at about 11, it was called off. It has started this morning, and as we walk towards the rescue site just about 100 meters away, the rains once again coming in, which is not a good sign. Considering the fact that, yesterday the rains have reduced from about 8 p.m. last night, but now once again slightly increasing, which probably is not a great sign. But in just a few seconds from now, I will be able to bring you pictures live from the rescue site as we now begin to see even some of the army personnel standing here.
All right.